What's up, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of the I Hustle Podcast. You already know this is season 2, and we are hitting the road. I'm trying to find the hustlers. I am here with Mr. Rayfield Grant, real estate agent, all around hustler, man. Mr. Grant, tell them about yourself, bro, and where you come from, bro.
Rayfield Grant, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Born and raised in Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. So it was pretty much been out here all my life, man. As far as Baton Rouge goes, so I know almost everything about Baton Rouge City, from the north, south, west Baton Rouge to east Baton Rouge. Anywhere you probably know, I know. But I just happen to be on your podcast.
Share some knowledge, man.
All right. Well, first and foremost, when it comes to the finance piece of the real estate transaction, you have to find a very credible lender. And a lender can come in all kinds of forms. It could be your primary banks like Capital One, Chase. You got your credit unions, Neighbors, Federal, Friend, or Cap. Or you could just find an actual broker, and that person is going to shop those lenders for you. So you can have one person do all the labor for you. That's what you call a loan originator.
All right.
So I know for most of my clients that I work with, and anybody around will always say, I don't have no money saved, or well, how much I need to save for this house. And unfortunately, but fortunately, the price of houses are going up. That every moment you are away from the market, it's your missed opportunity to get into the housing market. So theoretically, a house can be worth 160 right now. In 2-3 months, it'll be worth 180. So just think about saving roughly 6% for a house. Over, let's use simple math, $100,000, 6%, $6,000. So you have $6,000 just easily sitting around?
Hell no, I ain't got $6,000 easy sitting around.
Right. And in current inflation, as you know, the price of goods is always going to increase, and you got a president election. So as you know, just having money in your bank account is not even heard of. Not a lot of people have savings accounts anymore. So what does that tell you? Never have money saved, right? But don't never let that be a deterrent. Anything that's on contract is negotiable. So if you have a really good agent like myself that's here to help you, I promise you we can negotiate closing costs, down payment assistance, and all other kind of programs out there. The finance piece can be broken up into numerous parts where it could be a constant series on it, but I'm going to just give you at least 3 good nuggets that you can go off of. You got FHA loan, which is your first-time home buyers loan. So everybody hear about this. I want to be part of this first-time home buyers program. What does that really constitute, right? First-time home buyer program is a federal program that allows people that never purchased a home the opportunity to have at least a 3.5% down payment towards a house. That's what it is. There's no special magical class you need to go take to get access to this. No. There are some creditors or lenders or your host classes that may give you some type of discount or some type of pro at the purchasing power of it, but I haven't walked across it, so I can't really tell you it exists. I have some people that they chance to these programs just to get your data, just to pretty much, win your business maybe, or take your business.
So, quick question on that. So are you saying that there are scams when it comes to first-time homeowners as well? Like, can people easily be scammed into that?
No. The only reason why I'm saying no is because it's a federal program.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, let's say you're a lender, and your best friend is going to purchase a house with you.
Okay.
But then here I come and say, hey, I got this great program. It's called First-Time Home Buyers. Once you come to my class on Monday, let's see how you can get set up. You promised me your business, but you come to my program, I sign you up, I take your business.
Oh, wow.
Makes sense? So it's pretty much, it's free game. Just who you can get and attract to come to your buyer seminar or whatever the case may be. when you're setting yourself up to talk to a lender, a real estate agent, uh, and a credit repair person, right? I mean, if you're on Facebook, you ever seen like those ads like "Come to our first time online program on this day, get to learn how to buy the process."
Right. We're gonna give you a notebook and a pencil and a special calculator just for coming.
Absolutely. And essentially, it's great for the person, but it's terrible for the person they had already a relationship with. Makes sense?
Gotcha.
So there's, unfortunately, I haven't heard of it. It might be out there, but I haven't heard of it. I've been in real estate for over 8 years now. Haven't heard of any kind of fiscal kickback for just signing up on the first. All I can do tell you for sure, items in the FHA is 3.5% down. And that's for any houses in your local area, not rural, more urban area, or just surrounding city. That's more common livable habitable areas for people that wants to buy. You got a second option, which is we call USDA loan or RD, rural development. So for people that don't have 3.5% down payment, guess what I can use? I can use RD loan.
Okay.
So let me clarify what 3.5% is. It's a down payment. For example, if you buy a $100,000 house, 3.5% of that is what? 3,500.
Okay.
So you gotta have 3,500 in your bank to buy this house. That's not counting closing costs, prepaids, and assistance. And now, after August 13th, commissions on your buyer side. At one point, the seller or listing agent would put the bill with the buyer's agent in any transaction. And now it falls on the buyer to pay that agent. Right. That could be talking about a whole nother sick. But
So that's another way to, like, so what you're telling me is there's so many ways to get you baited in, but they don't give you all the fine print. So at the end, say if I went with that phone there, not only did I pay that 3.5, but I got a whole bunch of other fees and stuff I have to pay before I even get into that house.
no, it's pretty much well rounded. It just, let me put it in a better perspective. Your loyalties is with this person,
Right.
but here I come and take you from that person. I'm pretty much taking away his business to get to me. When
Yeah.
you said I'm not you as my loyal customer. Makes sense? So pretty much what I'm saying is there's programs that are created to find more business to those who are willing and able to buy, but you might be loyal to that real estate agent that you did not sign any type of agreement that you're going to represent them in that transaction.
Gotcha.
So now, are there fraud, scammers, and things out there? Absolutely. You know, there's people out there that's going to take your business, that's going to try to take your information. I have ran into people that thought they set up on loans and all kinds of different applications just for a scammer to take all their credible information to buy a house. And they find out at the closing table the house was never up for sale.
Oh, wow.
So those are normally people that are out of state or out of country that's calling you up with better deals. And I'll give you $300,000 towards your first purchase. And if you're, people that's without knowledge will be gullible to take that. So after, the FHA loan, the USDA loan, the beautiful part about that program, which is also a government program, it's no down payment at all. So what that means is, like we're in Denham Springs, Louisiana right now, Julian Crossing area, which is a beautiful upcoming area, some of this area is still classified as USDA. So people like myself that don't have money to put down, I'm a real estate agent, I'll be struggling too. It's that program is built to help us still find a house without stress about putting money down.
Sure.
Now, when it comes to the closing costs and prepays, again, that's about roughly 3.5% of what that price of home is, and that covers title fees, which I know a lot of people confuse when they see here closing costs. Are like, what is it? That's title fees, insurance, prepays, commissions, title exchange, all those things that the lawyer has to do to convert that property to you to be that property. And if you have a loan originator, which is what having a loan originator, also you have to shop around because there's certain fees that you charge. So you want to do shop around and see what your loan originator is charging. Now that can differentiate based on who you decide to do business with. You have no contract with nobody unless you have an agreement signed with that particular person. But all agreements is not a contract. You can easily say, hey, I found another person. I want a written agreement that we cancel this agreement and we'll start with that person. That's a little nugget I want to get into there because not a lot of people know that you can cut ties with loyalties because you don't like that person's performance or what they are offering you towards your home buying experience. Um, so the USDA loan, RD loan, I like to call it, it does help you buy a house 250,000 without having to come over with a down payment, closing costs. Makes sense. But, and again, if you're a really good, healthy representative agent with you, they're gonna negotiate those closing costs with you. They're gonna make sure that you don't come out of pocket as much. And also, they've got new construction that does not even pay you or charge you closing costs. They actually pay everything for you, like DSL Horton, DSLD, TH Horton. These are all new construction companies that will say, hey, this is a $12,000 credit to go towards your home buying process.
Why would they give you the credit? Just curious, because you're talking about it. It's something interesting.
Well, they'll give credit because, let's say you buy this land.
Right.
The taxes on that land is pretty small numbers. Let's say $1. You're paying in taxes. So that's because it was assessed as a lot, not a property. So the moment they build properties on a certain time stamp, they have to reassess that tax on that property. And if there's no person in that property, you got to put that tax in. The construction company, right? So I'd rather get someone in there fast, get the house sold, so when that tax season comes, whoever's the owner of that block or that property, you got to pay that taxes.
So what it is, they make sure they sweeten the deal by making sure certain stuff is waived. So that way, once you purchase the house, taxes on you, buddy.
Absolutely. And a lot of people don't know.
Make your money. That's smart.
And unfortunately, a lot of people don't get educated on that. So whenever you go up a new construction home, at the closing table, they're saying, okay, your monthly pay note is going to be $1,100 a month. Like, cool, that's within my budget. And then after your first year, it skyrockets to like $2,300. And like, what the hell? What happened? It's like, well, when you got your taxes assessed, but this property was just a lot. It wasn't a property. So if you have a credible lender that you can trust and a real estate agent that keeps you on your toes, you will never be foreign to this information. I'll tell you now, dude, when it comes to buying a house, there's so many emotions that's going to be. That's why you hire professionals. Because you're thinking about buying a house, putting stuff in there, school zones, food. You're thinking of all these essentials, moving. You think about all this going on, and then when it comes to signing over those documents, it's not one or two documents. You're looking over 60 pages of documents that you're signing for lender permit, insurances, home insurance. You sign all these documents that transfer the rights and ownership to you, but you're not even thinking about what that lawyer is telling you what's going to happen in the next couple of years.
Wow.
So that's why I got into real estate, because when I first purchased my first home, I was excited, pumped, didn't know what the heck I was signing. I just said, give me the keys,
Right.
You know, whatever I need to do to get the keys. And that's just because we're hungry people out here, because we all want home ownership. At the end of the day, that's the American dream.
Right.
Home
Your whole
ownership.
life.
Right. Absolutely. So I talked about the FHA loan. Again, that's very, very light information. There's more information. I said, do research, fact check me, please. Also do your, I talked about USDA loan, RD loan, again, great program. I bought my second home on that program, and trust me, I didn't have 3.5% down. I was able to negotiate my closing costs, and I still had to come out of pocket over $10,000. So again, it's all about how I was in a position to buy, and I had the money to buy. But thank God I was able not have to worry about down payment, and I didn't have to worry about negotiating my closing costs.
So we're going to take a quick break right quick. We're going to come back with more Mr. Rayfield Grant and some more comedy for y'all. We'll see y'all in a moment. Good morning, church. This is Pastor Longwood. Get my name. Pastor out of the Pockets Missionary Baptist Church, where we go trick or treat for the building. Amen. Amen. Now, first of all, Pastor Longwood won't make an announcement. He was not at a Diddy party. All right. So let's say it one more time, church. Pastor Longwinded was not at a Diddy party. Everybody in the church knows that Pastor Longwinded is ashy. He doesn't even own baby oil, cocoa butter, or even petroleum jelly Vaseline. But that's besides the point, because I came to give you the word this morning. And the word today comes from the book of Fabulous, chapter 7, verse 2, featuring Diddy. And we're going to go down to the Diddy verse in verse 20, and it says, come here, girl. Come and take a walk. So I can take you places you don't often be. He goes on to keep saying, come on, ma. Come and get lost with me. As far as the mother chicks, you can't get them off. Oh, Pastor Longwood, remember those times. And it further along it says, everlasting love on a whole nother level. All I'm asking is let me cash it. That sound kind of weird now. But we're going to move down to the bottom, to verse 27. It says now, who's going to stop us? Who's going to knock us? Top us. We can't even find coppers to lock. Well, after 2024, it seemed like things has changed for Diddy. Go ahead and pass collection plate around on that side. Get around right here. We are back. I hope y'all enjoyed the break, whatever it was. I got Mr. Rayfield Grant here, real estate agent. We are talking about finances. Hey, we out here in public, so you hear the little ambiance and stuff. We had the little woman licking her tongue out earlier. She was right behind you, just having the time of her life.
Get out of here.
Yes, she is now famous. Anyway, man, Mr. Ray, you was over here talking about this real estate game, how you can sign something so fast and not know what's about to hit. Yeah, what's about to hit after. So I'm gonna let you finish elaborating, because you said you got a few more gems to share.
Yeah.
And
So, but just again, there's a lot of different forms. And the last one is a good nugget for all those who have. It's a great nugget that a lot of people don't know about. And I've been pushing this narrative, especially in the lower poverty community. You know what I'm saying? So that's white, black, Latino, no matter what race base you are. Everybody has the same financial hardship, right? It's the same color, everybody agrees. It's green, right?
right.
So the last part of my discussion, I'm going to give you guys a good nugget. That way you know how to buy a house when you have zero to nail. Okay?
All right.
So
How you talking my
So
language?
we talked about FHA, we talked about USDA and RV. The next thing I want to talk about is conventional.
Okay.
So conventional loan is pretty much your standard-based loan. Okay. So remember when I was talking about first-time home buyers and stuff like that? This is not a government program. This is why the government first-time home buyers are 3.5%, and the conventional loan, which is your common purchase loan, if you just go buy a car or get a credit card, is your basic loan, and this is called conventional. This loan requires 15 to 20% on a property. Also, it does not matter what the condition of the home is in. So this is why it's considered first-time home. The FHA loan requires house to be in working order, roof needs to be up to code, AC, electrical, plumbing. If anything is wrong with that particular house, they will not qualify for the first-time home buyer. It's perfect. Makes sense? Right. That's why it's called first-time home. It wants to protect everything in that home. Make sure it's a clean purchase for you, and you don't walk into what we call as a limit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So conventional loans is more your common loans for people like myself. I am an investor. I want to buy houses, flip them, and help out the low income area. But it allows you to buy houses in any condition, no restrictions. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, there's plenty of other loans. I'm just telling you about the nice top four. Okay, there's plenty of them. But this loan is just straightforward. It's 15, 20, whatever you qualify for. Typically, it's based off credit score and other metrics like put you in those alignments of being qualified for any particular loan. But again, this loan, it requires a hefty price. And that's not calling with closing costs, prepays, assistance, and all that stuff.
Right.
So typically, the people that use that loans are your investors or mom and pop shops that want to use their equity out there to buy.
Okay.
That's the big things. So the other one is for my veterans, my VA, my military out there. I want to thank you guys for your services and everything you guys do. I have a couple of family members that were in service. One of them was in the Afghan war when it first kicked off on the Bush. I got his leg ball going on. I've met my excuse me, share of veterans. One that holds dear to my heart was a previous client of mine who was 94 years old.
94?
Bought his first home.
At 94.
94. First time using his VA. He is laid to rest, and he actually donated his body to science with laid to rest. So he went to actually do a balloon release for him a couple of weeks ago.
Wow. Sorry. Yeah.
But I love this guy because he had no biological children for himself. His wife actually died before him. And he had his godchild that he considered his wife. And he made sure he purchased his first home to make sure he left a legacy.
Wow.
So, and my heart is always warm whenever I get into real estate because I don't do it for the transactions. I'm just not that good. I'd rather deal with one person a day, one person a year, or one person a month if I know it's a genuine That's just me. You know what I'm saying? You can go and get your top agents here or there. I'm gonna tell you now, a top agent gonna lose and gonna get lost in the shuffle. Because that's why they top. They got
Right.
what? Over 20 transactions, 50
But
transactions.
that's good to know because you have a lot of people in real estate and they think, okay, yeah, I'm in real estate, let's make this money off of selling these houses.
Right.
And they're just, you sign up for anything. But like you say, you working hands-on personal with the clientele. So that helps people make better choices.
And I got stories.
Take your time.
I got a lot of stories for you. But again, this is a financial podcast. So
Man, you know what, bro? We still got time. We still got time. We got about 10 to 12 minutes left of this program. Share one of them stories out. Go ahead and finish dropping your knowledge, and then I want to hear one of them.
I'll drop my knowledge, then we can talk about a couple of experiences.
All right.
All right. So again, a VA loan. VA loan works same as a FHA loan, 25%. The only thing that's beautiful about the VA loan, after you pay all your fees and things on your first purchase, because that was a hidden cost I had to learn all the way too. If you never use your VA, there is a I forgot what it's called, and I didn't know either it was all that. But it's pretty much a good charge the first time using a loan. After that, you can use your own. Okay. FHA, you got 2-3 years before you're able to reuse FHA loan. VA don't get used within that.
Okay.
But it's the same perks, and it really works really well with the veteran. I can't give you all the details of it because I'm having brain fog right now. All I know is that is another loan that if you are a veteran, take advantage of it. I would not take advantage of it.
Kind of jealous of the vets right now.
So, I don't know if you remember when I told you this nugget I want to let everybody know. Those who have arrow, no closing costs, no down payment assistance.
That's what I'm going to hear.
No knowledge, no nothing. You're not getting that. I recommend you putting this website on this podcast. What's called NACA.com.
NACA.com.
This program is such a gem that no one knows about. It's pretty much a program, actual program. You sign up, go to actual classes. This program is helping you from start to finish to buy your first car. Okay. And they will provide you with down payment assistance, closing cost assistance, appraisal assistance, possibly all the things. As far as I know, one thing you pay for is your home inspection, and that's it. And this program is real. No one really gets on top of it because the program does take a long time to get through. But the purpose of the program is to get you through it so you could buy your first car.
So when you say long time, and that's NACA.com?
NACA.com.
Y'all make sure y'all follow that. NACA.com.
The sad part is there's not a lot of marketing. Like you can look it up on Instagram, you can go on Facebook.
Wow.
Go to the actual website to get your data.
So when you say it takes a long time, are we talking months, maybe a year? Okay.
Traditionally, to purchase a home, it takes about 30 to 45 days, depending on the loan, because the different loans require certain lengths. Like the USDA loan actually requires up to 45 days or maybe longer to close. I also got some loans out there for teachers, first responders that have good programs. I help the client with that. They got over $38,000 in assistance to buy their first home. I got $187,000 in house and you got over $38,000 in assistance. How much you got to pay for this? They got 150. Makes sense. So there's, again, I can go on and on. As many programs we got. Keep it to those four common ones I know. There are great programs out there that people just don't know about that, or know about it, but just got lost in the shuffle. We in a digital age. Contact is rolling every 5 seconds.
So do you suggest they Google it and to find out for these programs? Or is there a search engine that you trust that will give the right sources and not a scam?
I would say go to the lender.
Okay.
A good local lender. Find a good local broker lender, someone that actually picks you up, asks a lot of tough questions. Foremost, interview every month and ask a lot of tough questions. That's what a lot of people do not like to do or choose not to do, is interview these people. Interview me. So if you don't want to just, if you go to your, if you was to go shop at, if you was a manager, you're just not gonna hire anybody. You're gonna interview, right, to see if they're the best person for the what job. Right. So whenever you want to get a loan, you want to make sure you got a competent lender. So you don't want to just, hey, I got a license, I just got a certified. Just any old John Doe off the street that said, I want to represent you in the most important purchase of your entire career. Think about it, $250,000, $250 million.
You know, turn around and have Tyrone Vick sell your house.
Absolutely. It's not a car purchase. It's not a toilet. It's not just some regular puppy. It's a big purchase that you're going to live in on average 10 to 15 years. You know, that people gonna be, you don't know if this house is gonna be broken, not blah, blah, blah. That's why you need to put your interview all these people that are qualified, maybe, that can help you do this process. But to answer your question, yes, you can Google it. You can talk to a lender. There are certain banks that are professionals in certain areas. Like the bank that does the first responders, I dealt with that bank. It's in New Orleans.
Okay.
And I have a contact. I send it to you. Immaculate person, did an amazing job from start to finish. It is a lengthy process and requires a lot of documentation. But if you put in the work, you can get some of the work back. Sometimes you're gonna get paid for your, you know what I'm saying? But again, just speaking on the MAC program, from what I researched, it's like a 2 month, maybe 3 month course, because you have to physically find a course in person to go to. Again, there's no sign in, log in, and just go disappear. You physically have to go to these courses to learn about the home inspection process, the appraisal process, the buying process, the closing processes, the down payment, the loan differentiation. It teaches you in every step of the way.
So they really educate you for
really
buy this
educate you. And
I like
the
that.
best part about it is they actually give you assistance towards down payments or closing costs of both. You know what I'm saying? For as I remember, the only thing you come out of pocket for is the home inspection. And the home inspection is recommended, 100%. You get it from anybody, get it from me. Get it inspected. Even if you walk up and it's burnt to the ground, home inspect that thing. Because again, that is the most key crucial fact. You don't want to buy a car and not get a check. True. That's what. But again, that's just a general coincidence of.
Well, man, tell them how they can find you right quick, and then I want to hit one of these stores for you to sign off.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the quickest, funniest way to find it. It took me a while to create this idea, but find me at hashtag raise the weight up. Well, raise the weight.
Hashtag raise the weight.
Right. So that hashtag usually to all my platforms, but again on our Facebook, Rayfield Grant Real Estate Agent. And then the third, Rayfield Grant third on Facebook, RG3 Real Estate on Instagram. Don't do any other social media platforms. Sorry, got the
That boy named Rayfield.
Yeah.
You know he ain't playing.
Yeah. But, again, me and Rayfield, like Flavin Realty, local again, Baton Rouge, but I'll get anywhere you need.
All right. So before we go, I got my guy gonna share a story, one of these wonderful stories he been sharing. Show me a little gift that you got before we wrap this up. Well, yeah. You see that? That's beautiful right there. I was a guest on Our Hustle Podcast Season 2. Now, my guy got a story, man. I want you to share this beautiful story about this client that you had You were telling me he was blacklisted. Tell me about this story.
Yeah, so I had this. I met Mr. Leroy through his daughter. His daughter was looking at a house on Zillow. It pinged me as the agent to help him, but I didn't know it was the dad. I thought it was the daughter. So I'm up in this house that's old, decrepit. Houses that's under the 90,000 price tag are typically houses that need work. So I'm in his house and his daughter pops up and say, "Oh, my dad's on his way." So I meet the dad. Dad was like, "Hey, I've been blacklisted by a couple of agents. I really want to buy a house. Please don't be one of those agents that just, sideline me." So I was pretty much told him, I was like, "Nah, man, I'm always in there for the relationships, never the transaction." So whenever I was talking to him, he was telling me his ideas and things of that nature. But the house that he wanted was actually under contract.
Oh wow!
It's like, man, he was 1 day too short, and he really wanted the house. So we went to looking around. He found a house in it was in North Baton Rouge. I keep always getting North and South confused.
LSU is the South,
right? I don't know why I keep doing it. I always think North up, down, whatever. But anyway, so after helping him, we found this house in I call it Diamond in the Rough.
Okay.
Beautiful little cottage style home, 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Vaulted ceilings. It was a lime green color. He couldn't stand it. He said the first thing he would do is we get this house colored house. I said, okay. In my mind, I'm like, that's a whole house, man. But after we walked the house, he liked it. He put a full asking cash offer on this property.
Cash?
House is priced at $80,000. Sorry, I don't got.
I just want to be his son-in-law.
Right. So the process is a lot faster when it's a cash offer because you have no loans or anything to deal with. But he did get the house inspected. In the inspection, the guy was pointing out a lot of beautiful things that was wrong with the house. He was like, "I could fix that. I could fix that. I could fix that." I said, "Look at Mr. Bob over here. He can fix anything." So at the closing table, he was signing documents, and he was in disbelief the entire process. And it's not that many documents when you have a cash offer, but he didn't believe he got the house until he physically walked into the home.
Damn.
When he physically walked in the home, that's when he broke down and realized it was a home. So he called me up and was like, "Man, I want to bless you with a gift." And I'm like, "Man, I don't need any gifts. I appreciate you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to help you." That's just my whole script. I always tell people that. And he said, "No, I really want to bless you." I didn't know what it was. So I was at this real estate training that was in South Baton Rouge.
Okay.
Opposite. It was also Perkins. It was on Perkins Road past Segan, and that's a trip from where his house is at. So he came, found me there, and drops the envelope in my hand and said, "Now I appreciate everything you do. Thank you for helping me and my family out." Shook my hand heartily and rolled out. I said, "All right, cool." So after that, I'm in the training course. I open up the car and money fall out. It was $1,000. I was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? I was freaking out because an honest and truthful agent has to report any gifts or any earnings from any transaction.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I could be honest and truthful that day.
So, of course, my office is right across the street. I go into my office and I tell Shane, which is my team lead, I said, "Man, this guy gave me $1,000 cash. I have to report this." And I hand him the cash. And he said, "What the guest told you? What the client told you?" I said, "Man, he just told me I was doing an amazing job and I helped him. And, he just wanted to give me a deeper appreciation." And my team looked me square in the eye. And he handed me the money back and said, "You earned it. You deserve it." And he said, "Well deserved." I broke out in tears because, man, in my life, nothing comes easy. Everything comes hard, but it's work earned. That makes it a reward. But for something like that to go above and beyond, it just lets me know being in real estate is not about a transaction. It's about the relationships you create with a lot of these people that are hurting in this world that are always either without or don't know how to get it. And man, that story to this day lives with me. And that was 3 years ago. And to this day, it's always a constant reminder to me to always keep pushing forward and help everybody honestly. Never think crookedly because your rewards will come. And it's never going to just be given to you if you don't put in the work.
I like that, man. I like that. Man, once again, shout out to my brother, Mr. Rayfield Grant, giving out knowledge, dropping dimes and everything.
No, but I'm a same warrior, bro. I got the Prince of All Saiyans on his arm, bro.
Yeah, I ain't even mad at you. As a matter of fact, I may have something for you when I get to the car. I'm Chef 24/7. I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode. As you see, we are traveling, so you don't know where I'm going. I might not be in the studio this season that much. Anyway, God bless the cook. Have mercy on the dishwasher. Once again, big thanks to Mr. Rayfield Grant.
Sir.
And I'll see y'all next time.